like in a club and shit like that, or like at this little cipher that they had down South Street, but it wasn't never no like I'm around you feel me? So we get out there and we end up sliding, going to like a like a little club or something. And I remember when we first got in the wheel, as soon as we get in the wheel, the first thing he asked me, like, damn, so you going through over so and such? And it was like a bid, and I'm thinking, damn, that shit that made it all the way the fuck up here though, it wasn't even that deep, you feel me? But you know, that lets you know motherfuckers be paying attention.
For
you know
sure.
what I'm saying? But whatever the case is, that was my first time really meeting cuz. And so we locked in. I had did a couple records. It's so crazy because the record that I did the first time we met each other, even the first day or the second day we was in the studio together with a record, is the record that got me to Never Lose, like 2 or 3 years later.
Wow.
2 or 3 years later, it got me to that record because they was trying to find that record and the person that produced that record, and I had wrote it for Chris Brown. They was gonna put Trey Songz on it. You feel me? And they did put Trey Songz on it. He on it. He on the record.
Right.
He on it. Whatever the case is, I guess they just never did nothing with the record. But they called me around the time that they was gonna do Never Lose, and it was like, yeah, you know, we're gonna do this record or something. And I remember Fat Reese hitting me like, yo, bro, you got one. It's out of here. I'm like, damn, because the record was crazy. The record was already one of them joints, like from the rip. It was a whole left type of record, like on some club shit for the bitches though. But whatever the case is, I remember Fat Reese calling me and telling me I got one. Like, damn, it's a good joint. Like, you out of here. Trey Songz just jumped on that shit last night. You know, I'm thinking, oh shit, this shit real. It's lit. You know what I mean? And so what happened is now they trying to figure out who made the beat. It's 2 years old. This shit like 2, 3 years old. Now I go to the person that get the beat, cuz kind of catch on to what it's about and who it's for. And I guess he trying to roof niggas for the price. You feel me? So I don't know what happened with them because they started doing whatever, you know, the label and all that, trying to figure it out. But in the meantime, in between time, I didn't even know that they found the producer. I didn't even know that they connect with him. So they doing their own thing. I'm like, fuck it, I'm gonna just go make a whole different vibe based off of what cuz going through right now. You feel me? And see if you catch that. You feel me? And so I'm in the crib with my bro. I probably had the record for like 2 days now.
Right.
Yeah, I had the record for like 2 days, and my man like, bro, just send that shit, bro. Like, just send that shit. I'm like, that shit, it wasn't even finished. Like, I ain't recorded the way I wanted to record it at all. But, you know, I'm like, all right, let me just send it over and let him catch the vibe of it. And so when I sent it over to him, it's so crazy that I guess that day he heard it, he had Raf Simmons on. So he posted up on the gram the same night. Raf Simmons on my shoes. I will never lose. I will never lose. And he's showing his feet. So, you know, of course, my man called me as soon as he see that shit. The nigga that just told me to send that shit, my nigga Fox. Fox Chase Paper. He like, yo, bro, send that shit over, bro. Stop playing, bro. Stop playing. So I send it over. And that's how that shit go, bro. And it was like, they called me like a day or two later. They was like, yo, fuck that other song. Cuz with this one. And I'm like, damn. That's how we carried it?
Damn. So,
and it was like,
you know, how you felt and shit when you know what I mean? Take us to that moment, how you felt when you was like, damn, all right, now I'm in a, you know what I mean? I got, not even got a joint. He want to work. But take us to that moment and shit real quick. How you was feeling and shit.
It's kind of crazy how that works. Cause like, I ain't really get to that part though. You gotta understand, we dealing with each other on and off for 2 years.
Okay.
We on and off 2 years trying to figure out if there's a way we could kind of make this shit work. You feel me?
For sure.
And so, you know, but it wasn't like, I could tell like with bro, he's big on getting that shit the way it's supposed to be first. You feel me? And I could probably, if I would have to say, he'd probably get that from being around the big guy. You feel me? So it's like just making sure your situation right first before you really pump shit. Cause it's like when you look at them niggas that's really pumping other motherfuckers on that next level, like they whole entire situation in order already. But So I feel like we were just spending that 2-year time frame trying to figure that shit out. You know what I'm saying? But I dropped Switch Up. When I dropped Switch Up, that shit like it fucked the city up. Probably way more than any of my folks anticipated. Like I ain't really think it was gonna have that reaction. But it was like everybody in the city posted that shit. That shit was booming.
It was
you
crazy.
Feel me? And so it was like I recall then from there, me and Fat Reese and because Fat Reese is who really reached out to me. So that's who really connected me. It was Fat Reese and reaching out to me, and that's how we connected for real. So it was like, you know, now we trying to figure out how we gonna do this, do it like a little situation, see how we make it work. And at the time, I'm picking up a little wave, I'm moving around. I think I went on tour with Core. I had Tori come to the city. So Tori fly to the city, and I had met his folks out Miami a couple years before. And so we just fucking around. Like, you see how I'm talking casually about moving around? It's like a lot of times artists don't realize you gotta move around. Like, I don't care. You never know where these relationships gonna tie back in. Like, a lot of my success is from shit that I did outside the city. You feel me? So it's like I meet Kel's out Miami. Kel's like Tori O'Malley. You feel me? Like his right hand. So you know, we cool. We stay in contact or whatnot, and then we ended up. They come to the city, and we end up knocking a record out. Tori like, you should sign it. You feel me? So now it's like, I get a text message the next day like, yo, we trying to lock you in. Welcome to One Umbrella. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, oh shit, I fly out LA with them niggas next week. We kicking it, and it's like, I'm just trying to figure out how that shit gonna go. Because I ain't really see that coming. I'm still trying, you know what I mean? But at the time now, you know, it's like, Meek and them putting the press on me now. You feel me? Like,
talk about it.
It's so now it's one of them situations where it's like, I'm finally, you know what I mean? I'm finally getting, and now I got this going on too. So now I'm really trying to think about which way to go. You feel me? And it was like certain little shit was starting to get a little kinky. Like, it was getting weird. It was like, damn, why y'all do that? You feel me? Like, as far as on, whatever the case is, it was just one of them situations where I had to really figure out what my next move was going to be. And so at the time, and probably a couple months go by now, and we still trying to figure it out with the Chases. And they about to drop the album, and I'm on it. And I'm like, you know, me and Quizzy trying to figure out, like, is this shit for real? Like, if they really going to put me on it, we ain't signed. We ain't locked in. So it's like, if they put me on it and I'm not locked in, they know it's out of here. I can, you know what I mean? I can run with that shit and I'm going. So it's like, why would they do that? And I'm like, damn, maybe they doing it because Cuz really just fuck with the song. Maybe Cuz really just like the record. He really, you know what I mean? So it's like one of them situations. And so we trying to figure it out. I don't really know. I can't tell you. So whatever the case is, we wake up one day, that shit up. It's all over the internet, the track list. Oh shit, they really put me on a joint. Okay. It's, you know what I mean? And at the time, I'm an unsigned, up and coming artist from Philadelphia who a lot of motherfuckers hearing about but don't really know me. Don't know about me, you feel me? But they just keep hearing me on everything. Cause I done been on 4 core songs already now. Me and Rockman already did some shit already by now. You feel me? Like, and so as they catching their wave, motherfuckers is tuning in. You feel me? I done did shit with everybody else. So it's like, all right, who is this nigga? And I'm like, damn, they really put me on a project. So even after that, still, it's just a lot of little red tape, legal shit. Like my lawyer saying, I don't think this is a good job. We got to figure this out. If this is going to work, it's got to be this. You know, that type shit. And it's like, it's a situation where I know my worth, so I'm going to do that. You feel me? Sometimes a motherfucker won't. You feel me? Because they feel like, no. You know what I mean? Like if I do that, then it's going to scare them away. And it's like, no, bro. It's like, if a motherfucker want to fuck with you, y'all got to figure that out. That's why it's a negotiation. You feel me? So it's like, and that's why your lawyer do it. You don't got to. You feel me? Like, I ain't got to negotiate. I can just, you know what I mean, say what I want and what I don't want. So we went through that process, and I felt like I remember it like yesterday. One day, we look up. I think I was asleep, and I woke up, and my phone booming. I'm talking about this boom. I'm like, oh, shit. The fuck going on? I'm getting all these followers. I'm trying to figure out what it is. I'm getting all these likes, comments, niggas at me. They didn't. I wake up LeBron on ESPN singing the song. And it was
Damn.
like, I think that was the nail in the coffin. I think
Yeah.
probably like 2 days later, we signed. We locked in. And it was just one of them situations where it was like, them niggas did what they said they was going to do.
Right.
They was straight. They did what they